Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rekakadosh. Now, Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah being the name of His only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. When you look at the situation, you got to understand the judgments of the Most High. It's that Proverbs 28 and either 3 or 5. It talks about evil man. The evil man understand not judgment, but the man seeking the Lord, he understands all things. Then when you go into Proverbs 24 and 20, or 20 and 24, one of them, it talks about man's goings are of the Lord. So the Lord is putting the spirit on these individuals to do what they're doing. See, this is the whole situation. That's why I said the carnal man can't receive the spirit of the Lord, because they can't understand His judgments. They don't understand what Proverbs 29 and 26. Every man's judgment comes from the Lord. See, whatever happens to these individuals, it comes from the Lord. Like Job 12 and 16 say, the deceived and the deceiver are His. See, even the deceived are the Lord. The Lord is deceiving them because of a specific purpose. The Lord is raising up the deceiver. You see, and this is what a lot of these individuals don't understand. They so amazed at what's going on, but they don't understand the judgments. So you got these individuals that's going to these churches, not understanding that the Lord has created this strong delusion for them, because they refuse to hear the word. They refuse to accept the word. You see what? Proverbs 13 and 13. He that despises the word shall be destroyed. See, these individuals despise the word. They despise following God's laws. See, He don't even listen to their prayers because they despise His laws. What? That's John 9 and 31. St. John 9 and 31. It say that we know the Lord do not hear sinners, but those that do His will, He heareth to them. See, He don't listen to these people. What? Proverbs 28 and 9. It says, he that turneth his ear away from hearing the law, his prayer, either his prayer is an abomination, or the Lord is not going to hear his prayer. So these individuals don't understand that you going harassing a bunch of people that the Lord has blinded. Because that's a clear understanding in Christianity and in the so-called Israelite faith. Everybody know in Isaiah, either 6 and 9 or 9 and 6, I think it's 6 and 9, where it talks about He blinding these individuals so they can hear it, but they can't hear it. Or they can hear it, they don't understand. They got ears, but they can't hear, or they got eyes, but they can't see. And He don't want them to understand so they can be healed. You see, He's blinding these individuals. And then when you understand that the 2/3 is not going to make it. So he's setting up these 2/3 to be destroyed, to be a part of that great sacrifice in Basra, which is America. See, what you got 2 Corinthians, the 2nd chapter. No, 2 Corinthians, the 4th chapter. Around about the 3rd verse. It talks about those that are lost. See, let them be lost. Don't go and try to force these people to hear the word. Because what? Isaiah 34:16, I think it talks about his spirit is going to gather the people. See, if his spirit ain't gathered them, they preach it and they're talking about the Israelites, telling you about the Israelites, and the spirit haven't gathered them. They know about the Israelites. It's just like before the Lord opened my eyes and I was hearing about the Israelites. It wasn't a secret. I heard about the Israelites. And I was raised up with the Jehovah wickedness. But I understood that the Israelites was what they were saying. They were saying keeping the laws. You see, they were saying bringing out the lies of the so-called white man. They was bringing out that the white man was the devil. Now I had to do my research, but I knew what they were talking about. I just was in a period of time where I had needed to do the research. I needed to sit down and do the research. I needed to stop the wickedness that I was doing. I still knew I was doing wickedness. So I wasn't trying to stop the wickedness that I was doing, even though I was hearing what the Israelites were saying. But the Spirit had to come and rest upon me and get me to start listening and applying what I was hearing and researching what I was hearing. The Spirit had to start moving me to start applying what I was hearing and go with what it was saying and agree with it. See, I wasn't totally ignorant of the Israelites. It wasn't that I just needed to hear the word. I just needed to hear the men in purple come and tell me what was going on. It wasn't like I hadn't heard nothing what they were saying. I heard what they were saying, but I was still in my wickedness. I was still being disobedient. You see, I was still in a cloud of doubt. See, I was still making excuses. Because when you're in sin, you're making all types of excuses. And that's what these individuals doing, man. They are in these churches, they making excuses, want to stand their wickedness, and the Lord ain't put his Spirit on them to cause them to convert, because he is giving this gift to the Israelites, to the elect, to the 1/3. He's giving them this gift. This is nothing that they decide that they want. What's that? John 6:44. Salakia. John 6:44. It talks about that only the Lord can draw you. No man can go to the Father, or no man can go to the Son unless the Lord draw him to the Son. See, he just can't say, oh, you know what? That sounds good, man. Let me go see what that's all about. No, this is a free gift that was given due to the blessing that was given to the forefathers. And the Lord chose a certain amount of people. See, he called the whole nation and telling them, you got the inheritance. but he only choosing 1/3. See, he's not choosing every Israelite. He's not choosing the whole nation. He's choosing a remnant. What's that? Revelation 12 and 17. Revelations 11 and 12 or 13. Just a remnant is going to survive the destruction. Just a remnant is going to repent where the Lord is going to deliver them, redeem them. What's that? Isaiah 59, around about the 19th and 20th verse. Only a remnant. Isaiah 10, around about the 20th verse. Only a remnant is going to be saved. Only a remnant is going to return. What's that? Hosea chapter 3. See, the Israelites going to return, but not all the Israelites going to return. But this is what they looking over. He's still telling us to preach, but he's not telling us to go on another man's foundation, first of all, because that's how they say, don't build on another man's foundation. Even though their mouths must be stopped, and he wants us to mark those that's causing division, it's still order to the situation. You ain't got to chase these people down, and you ain't got to blitz their operation. Them people know. And the Lord set these churches up. He set these harlot houses up for the 2/3. See, he set these harlot houses in a so-called white man Christian church for the 2/3. And when you in there trying to attack all of them in every city where mainly Judah is residing at, you giving them a warning now, because mostly, look who he sent to go do this too. That's another sign. He didn't send GMS. He didn't send Sakari. He didn't send IU Johanna's group. See, he didn't send GOCC to go blitz the church. He sent the people that used to call on the name of the Most High, and then they say, we not going to call on the name no more. See, that's another situation, because that name do matter, man. And the Israelites, they matter. See, that's what this Black Lives Matter situation stems out of. The people want to act like we don't matter. What we say don't matter, what we believe don't matter. Yeah, what we believe is what matter. What these other people done created, they names that they done created, Jesus, Yahuwah, one of the other names they done created, Yahashua, all this craziness. See, that don't suffice. The truth came out of the one West, and all of them people were saying Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. That's where the truth came. It didn't come from these people talking about Yahuwah. They was not talking about Yahuwah. They understood that it was a Yiddish and a so-called, the devils had a fake Hebrew, and they stood away. They separated themselves from the heathen, from the ways of the heathen. That's another thing. Language is a way of the heathen. You're supposed to separate your language, separate everything from the oppressor, separate everything from the heathen. What's that? Jeremiah 10, Proverbs 3 and 31, I think. You're supposed to separate from their ways. Proverbs 4 and 14. Don't go into the path of the wicked. See, this is a part of it. Messing with their language, calling on some Jesus. See, some crap that they done created, calling on Jehovah. That's some crap that he done have created. See, he wanted us to separate ourselves, and when we separate ourselves, he rocking with what we come up with. What we come up with is what matters. What the Israelites believe is what matters. Not what these dragons believe. Not what they made up hundreds of years ago. See, it's what we create. It's what we has been, what's been revealed unto us, who are the Israelites and who has the truth. It matters what we call God. It matters what we come up with. Not what a freaking dragon come up with, man. A freaking Jesus. We don't care what he created. We don't care what he came up with. We don't care that this is his so-called language. Damn his language. What's going on with his? We got to respect his language because that's what everybody know. Well, them niggas need to start knowing what we talking about. Because you gonna lay down, you gonna get down and lay down. And the Lord gonna lay you down. See, if you don't get down with his program, he gonna lay you down. And he said in Amos 3:7, I will do nothing. See, I will do nothing unless I reveal my secrets unto the servants, the prophets, unto the Israelites, unto the elect, unto those bringing the truth. See, bringing the revelation. Them Negroes ain't know nothing about no Esau. Them niggas didn't know about the nation of Edom. Them niggas weren't teaching that these are the people that's ruling the world. They wasn't teaching that this was the so-called white man. See, this is the truth coming from the blacks and Hispanics, the descendants of slaves that had got the revelation. See, they got the revelation. And they was being taught through the Spirit. The white man didn't teach them that they was Israelites. The white man didn't teach them the breakdowns of the Bible. The Spirit taught them to break down. And so these people wanna bum rush these churches like they don't know the truth. And they know it's a 2/3. That's not a hard equation. All the Israelites know about the 2/3. I knew about the 2/3 before I fully converted. I didn't want to be a part of no 2/3. You see, I heard the full doctrine. It wasn't being hid or not understood. It was the Lord had to convert you. Man's goings are of the Lord. Proverbs 16 talks about a man will devise his way, but the Lord directs his step. See, you wrote the plan down on a piece of paper. See, but the Lord devised your step, directed your steps to do so. So that's what's going on with both of the situations. He causing these people, he putting the spirit on these people to jump out there and get on these groups and tell them that the time is up. The time is up. And he using people that got already issues, pretty much. Now, he might get them a pass. See, we don't know what the Lord gonna actually do. He might give these people a pass, but if he don't, we know why he got them doing what he doing. Because just like Sakari, y'all taking these weapons and dealing in all kind of confusion when he made the situation simple, man. It's all about feeding the sheep. And he gonna not let somebody knock you off, and if he let somebody knock you off, that was his will, and you ain't got nothing to do with that. You couldn't stop it if you wanted to. When Yahushua gave up his life, see, he got Yahushua to give up his life. He couldn't do nothing about it. So why carry a bazooka with you or a M16? Because you worried about what these people gonna do. They can't do nothing unless the Lord say they can do it. I'm in it with this Amos 3 and 6. It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? See, the Lord's doing everything, man. And so, people got to look at this thing spiritually. Why is he doing the thing that he's doing? I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, descendants of slaves scattered around the globe on slave ships and through many captivities. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.